ser du nu någonting?
Det är lite stressigt. Kul att se dig. Vem är det som tar examen?
Det är Adam. Adam.
Va?
Kul. Då får han njuta idag.
Men ser du någonting nu?
Så är det sant? Jaha, okej.
Ja, och han sa så då får han. Men simkortet är inte heller
Men det behövs inte, skit i det.
Okej.
Vi kör, jag vet inte hur man gör.
Vi har fått ut de 2 diplomen som är borta. De här underborden med nummer och papper. Funkar det? Ska jag springa ut och kolla?
Nu ska jag sätta igång den.
Ja, förlåt. Kunde du det här med det ska funka säkert nu? Ska jag springa ut och kolla?
Jag startar den då.
Trycker man på det? Ja.
Insert memory card. Alltså vad...
Tänk så dyrt.
Va?
Tänk så dyrt.
Men sa han att du bara skulle trycka på den? Nej, men du måste sätta in det lilla. Sa han att du bara skulle trycka på den?
Alltså det funkar nu när du bara trycker på datorn.
Ja, men den är ju inte igång.
Men att han kunde se det.
Jaha, så den är igång?
Ska jag springa ut och kolla?
Ja, det får du nog göra.
Herregud.
Går den att se?
Det är segt.
Går den att se?
Vi stänger av och sätter på igen.
Okej.
Borde vi vara där nu kanske, du och jag, så att de får rätt plats. Så går vi.
the back row. Oh yeah, there's one. So I guess it's look. That was mom that said she's in the rock.
Please be seated. Honored graduates, colleagues, family, friends, you are all most welcome to the JIBS graduation ceremony 2018. My name is Johan Larsson and I serve as the Master of Ceremonies at the Jönköping International Business School and the Jönköping University at large. It is my task to guide you today and hopefully to create a warm memory for all of you to cherish and keep. At a day like this, we could have had a concert hall twice as big. I know that we have many following the live stream of this event from home, and also some following it outside. We have a number of international students today graduating, and I know that some of you don't have any family visiting today at this site. To those of you, I extend an extra warm welcome. You are with your JIBS family, and we will together make this a memorable day and evening for you. We will today, as expected, I guess, get to listen to some nice speeches. You will probably hear the words congratulations many times. We will also get to listen to some music. But of course, we are also here to receive our diplomas. The students now know that I have trained them a little bit on how that would work. But then again, repetition is the mother of all knowledge. And for our guests, what will happen is that I will call up students, program by program, in alphabetical order. And I will call up the groups of students in approximately a group size of 20 students. The students will then enter from the stairs here. Arrive approximately here and receive a diploma. The students will then walk like this. To here. And for those of you that could not see, I have a tape mark here, so it will be easy for the first student to know. When all our honored graduates are lined up, at that point in time, I give a signal to Martin and Johanna, and they will blow a fantastic fanfare. This is the time then to shout, scream, applaud, and take a lot of photos. Then the plan is that the students, in orderly fashion, will follow that stair down to their seats, and I will continue with the next group of students. Before we start, I have already now introduced Martin and Johanna. I would like to introduce the people that I have with me on stage. It is our Dean, Professor Jerker Nordisson. It is the President of the GSA Association, Una Hiska. It is the representative for the JIBS Alumni Association, Nick Nicola. It is our educational coordinator, Annika Lundqvist, and Marcella Ramirez Facilas, the program director for international management and marketing management programs. Having said that, I do think that we are ready to start. On a day like this, a lot of people are jealous of you. I know that I am. I would like to introduce, to give the first speech, one of those that perhaps is a little bit more jealous than others, because she has not graduated yet. Give a warm hand to the President of the JSA, Una Hester.
Dear graduates, I stand in front of you congratulating you on your achievement. It is a very exciting moment, but it can also be scary. Some of you might have plans for the future, and some of you might have no idea, and that's okay. However, let's look back for a moment. I feel like everyone here can remember the moment we stepped into JIBS on our first day of school. Everything was new. We were met with students with weird, ugly green pants. There was chants all over campus that were just plain weird. During the first weeks, we experienced the best kickoff in Europe. A week that ensured that everyone got a good beginning to what was ahead of us. Quickly, we embraced those ugly green pants as our uniform and those chants as our anthems. For many, the friends that we made during those first weeks of kickoff will be friends that we are still close to. After the kickoff sickness wore off, the hard work started. Students were subjected to early Thursday morning lectures, group works that obviously everyone loved, countless of seminars, and of course, the dreaded tentapair. The truly international environment was something we almost were expecting, and JIBS really delivered. In a classroom, we could find students from all over the world, and this is something truly special. The courses challenged us, and we became truly international at heart, entrepreneurial in mind, and responsible in action. Those three guidelines that we all know already so well. Besides studying hard, Jönköping can pride itself for having one of the best student lives in Sweden. I stand here as a proud president of one of the best student associations on campus. I know many of you have already engaged in some of the activities on campus and outside of it, and I truly hope that you enjoyed those. However, without the engagement of all the students, we would not exist as an association. This is why I would like to thank everyone who has engaged within JSA or other student initiatives, and putting in the time and effort and going the extra mile to make the student life better. It's not just a nice addition to your CV, but a genuine experience you can take with you to whatever your future holds. The memories made at various events will be something you can look back to with a smile on your face. I get to interact with a lot of students in my job as president, and I have to say, all of you inspire me every day. I have been so happy to work with you and for you. For us, as JIBS Student Association, we are happy if you're happy, as cliche as it might sound. Looking into the future, it might feel scary. However, remember all the experiences you've had. Look around at all the connections you've made. Remember all the lessons you've learned, and be proud. You have made it through a degree, and now it's time to celebrate. The future is not so scary after all. I hope you leave JIBS glad and feel that you had a good experience. Enjoy your night. Today is your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Una. Let's welcome on stage the choir from the upper secondary school, Per Brahe-gymnasiet, led by Dan Boberg. Fantastic. Graduation and choir singing is a match made in heaven, I think. It is spectacular. We will get to listen to them once again in a while. But now we are, of course, eager to start presenting our graduates and give them their diplomas. This year we will start with the students that have studied in the International Management Program. So the diplomas will be presented by their program director, Marcela Ramirez Basilos. If you study this program, you graduate with the Swedish degree, Ekonomie kandidatexamen. The degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Economics. We start with Tilda Aderum. Maud Aymar. Dalia Al-Haj Omar. Sekriya Alizad. Ibrahim Al-Sharif. Katrin Anderson. Patricia Abel. Risto Balavant. Adriana Benarovic. Sebastian Berg. Sonja Bergman. Isabelle Bergström Stacy. Sebastian Iladvala. Mariam Bilal. Oskar Blad. Gautier Bonnar. Valin Bosco. Johanna Durvall. Jan Karlbäck. And Kristoffer Karlsson. It's usually so that the first group get a very, very long applause, and then let me remind you that you are now socially obliged actually to applause equally as long for the other groups. If you want to rest your hands, you can have a shorter applause when I have read the name. At JIBS, we decided many years ago that the day of graduation is a day where all graduates are equal. This is why we have dressed all of our graduates in black robes. So everyone is the same and worth equally as much on the day of graduation. The green scarves that you see symbolizes that you have majored in business administration. I will now continue with the next group of students, starting with Oscar Clarin. Beato. Maria Bruna. Eduardo Enrique Quadra Azucar. Anna Backland. Josefin Långqvist. Malin Dahlstrand. Fredrik Danielsson. Lara Drack Alseberg. Hanna Dosolier. Anton Felenis. Marielle Fogel. Joakim Forsman. Erik Fredriksson. Caroline Frösling. Annie Mary George. Laura Gendre. Konstantin Gilly Waldenär. Johanna Gustafsson. And Petra Gustafsson. They do look spectacular, don't they? Fantastic. I will now continue. Ann-Sofie Gustafsson. Erik Gustafsson. Rasmus Hellman. Hedvig Henriksson. Anne Gabriel Oro. Maja Holmgren. Filip Höcke. Patrik Isak. Sarvinos Ishonova. Hanna Johansson. Henrik Johansson. Mattias Johansson. Alexander Curie. Daniel Hjellfeldt. Josefin Willert. Rickard Kjellqvist. Kajsa Larskörs. Carl Larsson. Anneli Lenoir. Och Simon Lindbo.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Gustav Lindholm. Mikaela Lindström. Yingting Liu. Kristoffer Lorentzon. Martti Luttinen. Elinor Lönnström. Paulina Malek. Rebecka Mannebratt-Malm. Adam Mark. Charity Masket. Sevin Mekanic. Joakim Melander. Mira Miladinovic. Anna Milicevic. Ida Nordé. Kristina Moisisova. Filip Moretov. Butrint Morina. Hedvig Nordlöf. Henriana Patrai. Well, after 3 years of hard studying, they do really deserve to stand in the spotlight for a while. I acknowledge that. The next person on my list is Erik Pettersson. Samantha Freikaisaite. Janine Quinn. Sami Reijonen. Victor Ricard. Erla Richter. Kajsa Rimås. John Roger Rodriguez. Johan Ros. Lisa Rundvall. Francesca Schütt. Malcolm Scott. Moran Mohammed Saad. Filip Simonsson. Vilma Ida Soininen. Anna Ström. Karl Oskar Storén. Arif Suleiman Nasir. Filip Svenningsson. Kristoffer Svensson. So I will then start with the final group of students from the International Management Program, starting with Pontus Svensson. Simon Svedlund. Filip Svedman. Axeli Farino. Anton Tollesson. David Timåker. Rasmus Kärnfors. John Hoffgård. Jakob Froedsson. Riyad Samir Vakil. Gustav Wikman. Alex Wong. Börje Workman. Jimin Zhu. And finally, Therese Åstrand. you. The next program that will receive their diplomas is the students graduating from our marketing management program. Graduating with the Swedish degree, filosofie, kandidatexamen i företagsekonomi, eller för en del av er, ekonomie, kandidatexamen i företagsekonomi. The degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. The diplomas will be presented by your program director, Marcela Ramirez Arcilas. First on my list, Yasmin Abd El Sami. Jakob Ahlberg. Lovisa Andreasson. Rashidat Anjori. Vinta Asbad. Martina Bankova. Hanna Veselpajic. Coralis Berggren. Abigail Burton. Malte Beck. Nils Bäckström. Oliver Karlberg. Ella Kristiansson. Marek Back. Anna Egeman. Linnea Ek. Mikaela Ek Berglund. Alexandra Eklöf. Lina Elfqvist. Oskar Folkesson. Och Joshua Francis. We continue with Göran Galuk. Ronja Giel. Johan Gravström. Emelie Gustafsson. Johan Hemmingsson. Jakob Henningsson. Julia Henriksen. Paulina Henriksson. Daniela Holmgren. Malin Hornebrand. Emelie Horbrand Ljungby. Linnea Jakobsson. Avni Jansari. Jakob Johansson. Enal Sanna Kasar. Oskar Kjellberg. Alexandra Larsson. Sao Peng Li. Julia Lindberg. Elinor Gunnberg. Maxime Lund. Linnea Lysbäck. Madeleine Massad. Thank you. We have a final group of graduates from the marketing management program, and then Marcella, you get the rest a little bit. Hanna Mattsson. Emma Nilsson. Josefin Petersson. Nordin. Linnea Sandberg. Ronja Sandin. Tommy Savola. Mikaela Samor. Rebecka Stark Näslin. Stefan Sosa. Adam Svensson. Alexander Svensson. Alice Svensson. Shah Alam Riaz Tara. Matilda Tegebäck. Johanna Törnqvist. Frida Olsson. Tycho Tuomioja. Malin Kristina Warnvik. Eileen Lugg. Linn Wadsten. Amanda Wernlund. Filip Wede. Sara Wikström. And finally, Amanda Åman. While the graduates are walking down, please welcome again the choir from Gymnasiet led by Dan Boberg. A day of graduation is of course an end to something, but it's also a start of something new. Today you become members of the JIBS Alumni Association, hopefully to become proud JIBSers for ever and ever. On behalf of our JIBS Alumni Association, I now welcome Nick Nikolov.
Thanks for the introduction, Jon. I appreciate that. First of all, I'd like to introduce the JIBS Alumni Association as well. We're basically the global network for JIBS alumni, and our members are thousands of professionals across a countless amount of industries all around the world. Congratulations on graduating from JIBS. You've overcome an impressive challenge, which has taken dedication, consistency, and the will to succeed. The question that currently faces you is, now what? Many of you already have it figured out what the next step on your path are. And many of you don't know where you're going to end up in a year. The JIBS Alumni Association can help guide you through those next steps, support you for the upcoming challenges, and help you carve your path to success. We organize a number of social and professional events where you can connect to fellow alumni, create relationships that can help you grow and support you and celebrate your progress. We organize a large number of professional events such as corporate visits where you can get a unique glimpse into corporate lifestyle, understand how things work. Also, you can gain insights through our workshops and seminars where we tackle topics such as the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, women in leadership, sustainability, and all other topics that are relevant to the modern professional. Along our journey to success, we also take the time to celebrate what we've already achieved and build a circle of peers around us that can help us grow, inspire us, and motivate us to take the next steps in our careers and our lives. Example of our events are, except for those that I mentioned, are diplomatic events such as visits to embassies, social events, after works, and also our flagship JA International Meetup, an event that occurs simultaneously in over 30 countries across 5 continents. Finding a job is difficult. Finding the right job for you is a challenge that we can overcome together. To help you land the job of your dreams and launch from your starting position, we're currently running a program called the JA Next Level Initiative, where you will be paired with a highly experienced professional in the industry of your interest. In this program, you will be matched to that person who will provide tailored advice to your needs and support your growth. Using the lessons that have taken them years to learn will give you a unique edge over your competition and help skyrocket your career. In addition to all the guidance and support you'll get from them, you'll also receive an accredited certificate upon completion, which you can immediately use to strengthen your CV and your LinkedIn profile. To take part of the JA Next Level Initiative, talk to me after the ceremony. Also, you can go on Facebook at JIBS Alumni, ALUMNI. Go ahead and like us over there and sign up at www.jibsalumni.se. Let us take part in your journey to success. Thank you for your time and congratulations.
It is now time for our final group of students in this session to receive their diplomas. And these are then the students that actually have studied for 4 years to achieve the Swedish profession degree of Civilekonom with the English title and designation Master of Science in Business and Economics. Also, the Civilekonom students will receive their diplomas from their program director. And since that happens to be me, the names will be read by my colleague, Annie.
students on the Civilekonom program, starting with Alexander Abrahamsson. Oskar Aldén. Nathalie Alin. Matilda Andersdotter. Axel Andersson. Katarina Andersson. Matilda Andersson. Filip Andersson. Amanda Askenberg. Jonathan Bergman. Henry Björkqvist. Viktor Blomé. Frida Blomqvist. Erika Blomqvist Eriksson. Sara Kalén. Kim Karlsson. Simon Kreutz. Axel Dahlin. Gustav Dalunde. Matilda Darhult. I continue with the names. Elin Eggar. Lars Edvinsson. Daniel Ek. Matilda Ekman. Carl Eliasson Sternholm. Adam Enebrand. Gusten Friberg. Emil Garcevic. Jenny Grönlund. Johanna Gustafsson. Rebecka Gustafsson. Adam Halvén. Victoria Henriksson. Maria Holmqvist. Frida Isaksson. Isaksson, Sara Jafari, Emma Johansson, William Johansson, Rebecka Järkemyr och Gustav Kalén. The next group of students on the Civilekonom program, first on the list, Otto Kamne, Ninos Koshaba, Kevin Killit, Felix Horberg, Lisa Larsson, Rebecka Levenby, Linnea Lind, Jonathan Lundberg, David Lycke, Johan Löfström, Tobias Magnusson, the last group of students on the Civilekonom program, starting with Evelina Rosenlöv, Emma Salin, Matilda Sandberg, Karl Strand, Julia Stridsberg, Ronny Solaka,
Knappt går de här.
Emanuel Svanberg, Emilia Svensson, Sara Felde, Olle Söder, Marcus Thieme, Linda Thunvall, Malin Tobesson, Elin Valentin, Frida Maria Wallgren, Emil Wallin, Filippa Wallin, Anton Wiklund, Karl Åström Johansson, and finally Anton Överli.
Some of you might have mentioned or noticed really, that one of our students had an orange scarf. The scarf symbolizes that he is a civilekonom majoring in economics, nationalekonomi. So now you have all the information that you need. Last year we started a tradition, giving one of the graduating students a chance to speak on behalf of all the graduates. We will continue this also this year. So let's welcome up on stage our graduating student, Malcolm Scott.
JIBS. Joyful, inspiring, brilliant, and spectacular minds. To the class of 2018, we made it. Looking back, we made it. We made it through long hours of macroeconomic graph lectures. We made it through the long hours of steep learning curves into theoretical subjects 1 week prior to the exam. We made it through 5 months of fast adaptation in countries spread across the globe. We even made contributions to the scientific community by your thesis. And, in most cases, we also made the long run from Jubel to Systembolaget on a Wednesday evening, reuniting at everything. These are facts that you should look upon as accomplishments when you walk out that door for the picture taking. Because in our time, right now, we're constantly told to look forward to our bright future ahead of us, as it contains opportunities to test our joyful, inspiring, brilliant mind and spectacular minds. Although this sounds terrific, emphasis is solely made on whom we are to become and how we're going to become it. Less and less do we take a pause, take a breath, and look back at how far we've come. This follows us every day. We as individuals, and especially business students, don't look back enough at what we have achieved so far. We are in too much of a hurry, advancing to the next level. Apart from buying new clothes, new cars, or new luxury accessories, there is a constant pressure to deliver achievement after achievement and exceed expectation after expectation. This might originate from personal goal of becoming successful, but it has rapidly grown into a norm of society where LinkedIn job titles or Instagram likes are major indicators of success. Although one could argue simply disregarding social platforms' influence, it has become increasingly difficult not to be part of it. We, as business students, cannot neglect them. They hold tremendous power of people's behavior and are becoming embedded with our daily DNA. But one cannot only complain and not provide us a possible solution. Therefore, I deem it vital for you graduating here today, not only to look back at this joyous occasion today in 6 months, but also the achievements you've made along the way. The achievement of having the guts to start your education here at JIBS. The achievement of having endured a 3 or 4 year academic program. The achievement of having defended your thesis and here today graduate. Look back at these achievements and cherish them. I'm no fortune teller, but in 10 years, my guess is you'll want to relive these moments. And one moment and memory won't be enough. Today marks the end of a chapter for all of you whom are graduating here today. Hence, it becomes increasingly important to enter a new chapter by walking with determination, as you go somewhere important to be. Walk with importance, as you are someone people should already know. Walk with pride, because those are the ones others are going to follow. You're all here, future leaders, because this is the place where global careers are born. The graduating students of 2018, we made it. And we're going to make it in the future. Don't forget the loving memories you've made throughout these years. Keep them close to your heart, as I know I will for sure. Concluding that you, the class of 2018, are a collective of joyful, inspiring, brilliant, and spectacular minds. And wherever you go next, greatness will be achieved.
Well, I guess since we now have done it twice, it is a tradition. Thank you. A tradition that we have had from the beginning is that the final speech of this graduation event is given by the Dean of our business school. Please welcome Professor Jerker Moodysson.
Dear graduates, I can no longer call you students now when you have your diplomas. Today is a day of pride and happiness, a day of relief and a day of celebration. But it's also a day for some serious reflection. What will be the next big challenge in life? How can you best utilize what you have worked so hard to achieve? What will you bring with you from JIBS? And what can you pay forward? As the Dean of the school, I'm very proud today. I'm proud of our students, graduates, our teachers and our staff. Together as a team, we've made quite some achievements. What we've done together will be rewarding both on an individual and a societal level. Our investigations tell me that you face a bright future. Your investments will pay off. Many of you already have a job offer waiting for you. Many of you will receive more job offers shortly. Many of you, actually more than on most other business schools, will become successful entrepreneurs. From my point of view, your success on the labor market and the good life that brings to you is the best reward the school can get. You will work as specialists and managers in the private and public sector all over the world. This gives me confidence. It makes me believe in a good future also on a societal level. JIBS' ambition is to provide you with capabilities and experiences that makes you international at heart, entrepreneurial in mind, and responsible in action. Regardless of your specialization, you should leave the school more curious and action-oriented, more open to cultural differences and aware of the value diversity brings, and more capable as responsible leaders on an international labor market. Being confident that we succeed with this ambition not only warms my heart today, it also gives me peace of mind. Because one thing is clear, the world needs good leaders. The most serious threat to our well-being is a lack of knowledge and, as a consequence, a lack of respect for knowledge. Populism and ignorance is an epidemic of our time. The only cure is better education. With education comes tolerance and openness, as well as motivation and ability to embrace the unknown and continue to learn. Before last year's graduation, I asked one of the students, what has been the best thing with JIBS, with your time at JIBS? And I expected him to name a course or a teacher, an internship, or a semester abroad, because that's what many students do when I ask these questions. But he said, the best thing with JIBS is that you always get challenged by someone having a completely different opinion than you. There are so many cultures and social backgrounds represented in the classroom that you cannot take anything for granted. That forces you to reflect upon your own opinion and sometimes even change your mind. He defined what learning is. With these words, I thank you very much for holding on and carrying through. You make the world a better place. Congratulations to your achievement, and good luck, whatever the future brings you.
Thank you. Final thing of the agenda today is that even though on the day of graduation all are equals, JIBS has the pleasure of honoring some students that have spectacular study results. All of you, of course, have good study results. But we will honor a selected few that have really, really good grades. Well done. The JIBS honor list was created as an initiative by students when I first took over this office as Master of Ceremonies. we of course decided from the business school, why not support such a brilliant initiative? We also had a discussion with the students that might be so that we need more than one award. Because at JIBS, we of course want to honor good academic achievements, but we also think that it would be nice to reward students that have done marvelous things alongside with their studies, at the same time achieving good grades. So we then created the JIBS Rising Star Award. The awards of JIBS Honor List and JIBS Rising Star will be presented by our Dean, Jerker Modison. I will first call up the recipients of the JIBS Honor List from the Civilekonom program. The 4 recipients from the Civilekonom program this year is Rebecca Gustafsson, Katarina Andersson, Olle Söder, och Emilia Svensson. From the International Management Program, we have 3 recipients. Kristoffer Karlsson, Ann-Sofie Gustafsson, och Kristoffer Svensson. From the Marketing Management Program this year, we have 2 recipients. Ella Rodin Lundberg. If you take a small step forward, it will be easier to get place for the final one. Perfect. Excellent. In this group of students, we have selected, in cooperation with the JSA, 1 distinguished recipient of the JIBS Rising Star Award. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm hand for Hedvig Henriksson. we are now approaching the end of the ceremony. Some of you might have seen, I'm speaking now mainly to the guests because I do hope that the students have noticed, that we have a construction site on the campus. So the JIBS official photo that we have taken for some 20 years at the campus stairs is this year taken outside Spira. It will be equally as amazing. In order for us to take that photo, which we will do approximately 12 o'clock, give or take some minutes, we need some help from our guests. You should of course say congratulations and perhaps give your graduate a hug. But if you could restrict it to perhaps one hug and not 2 and 3, then we will probably make it in time. I also want to already now say that I do understand that there will be a lot of family and friends that want to take photos, but please listen to the official photographer and back when he says back, so that we actually get graduates and not parents and friends also on the picture. Well, I speak from experience because I've done this since 2012, so I mean it could be needed. On the day of graduation, students know that I am not superstitious. I promise good weather. I promised already in March, you might remember, right? And yet again, I have delivered. With that final bragging about myself, let's prepare for the exit march.
Är den här på live eller?